Hey guys, it's Katie, your host of Faith at Work, and today we've been really focusing on the experts. We started with The View, we moved on to CNN, and now we found this gem for your viewing pleasure. Hold on one second. Let's see what the experts had to say about the pre-election numbers.
Okay, so we're closing in on almost 5 p.m. Eastern time, and I've been tracking everything that's been going on across the country today. And my most important encounter was when I went out to get my champagne. I was talking to the guy in the store, of course, asking him, did he vote? And he said he did early voting, and he asked me if I early voted. And he asked me, why I was getting the champagne. And I said, because I'm going to be toasting Madam President tonight. And he just looked at me with kind of like a smirk on his face. And I said, she's going to win this, right? And he says, oh, well, it's very, very close. And I said, no, it's not. He says, well, what do you mean? I said, no, it's not. The women of America are making their voices heard. Reproductive rights is what it all comes down to. And the women are voting in numbers relative to men that are unbelievable. She's won this. And I said to him, she's going to take every one of the swing states plus Iowa. And he said, oh, but the numbers are so close. I said, I'm a political analyst. I'm telling you right now, the numbers are there. She's taking this election.
So the political analyst is all cocky on the night of the election, telling him that the women are going to show up in droves. So we'll talk about this on another episode about how women's rights does not equal abortion rights. But let's see what else she had to say.
And then I said to him, you realize, and he didn't tell me who he voted for, but of course I knew. And I said, you do realize you wasted your vote, right? And I didn't care. And I walked out with my bottle of champagne and happily walked home.
Well, I don't want to listen to more of that cackling, but I guess the good thing is that she was walking because she's obviously intoxicated. So I'm glad she walks to get her champagne instead of drive. So there's a positivity for DUIs. That's one of my other episodes. Let's see after the election, how did Miss Cackle feel?
So, as you know, Kamala Harris did not win the election. As the numbers stand right now, there were 18 million fewer votes than in...
We will get into the fact if people actually believe there were 18 million fewer people to show up to vote. We're going to get into that fact on another one.
2020. And as I have said all along, you have to have a huge, huge turnout. And it goes to the Dems. And we didn't have it.
Gosh, I wonder where the women were. Where did the women that wanted to stand up for abortion rights, which equals women's rights, right? We're going to talk about abortion rights and women's rights on another episode, but I wanted you to see the reaction of somebody who is an expert in the field. Until later, stay elevated.